Welcome to Brain Vision.
Okay, so for this question, we can apply the energy balance equation. So we have E dot in is equal to E dot out. If we expand it, we have M dot H1 is equal to M dot H2 plus Q dot out. M dot here is the mass flow rate of the steel plates through the oil. H1 is the initial enthalpy for it, and H2 is the final enthalpy. And Q dot out here is the rate of heat transfer, or the rate of heat removed from the oil. If we do some arrangement here, we have Q dot I is equal to M dot times H2 minus H1. And H2 minus H1 can be equal to Cp times T2 minus T1. Cp is the specific heat for the steel plates. And we know T2 is the final temperature, T1 is the initial temperature. If we plug in back to the equation, we have Q dot I is equal to M dot Cp times T2 minus T1. Then we know M dot, which is the mass flow rate, can be equal to rho AV. Rho is the density, A is the area, and V is the velocity. So we know the area can be expressed as Wt. W is the width of the steel plates, and T is the thickness of the steel plates. So eventually we have M dot is equal to rho times WTV. So we have Q dot is equal to rho times WTV Cp T2 minus T1. So we know the density of the steel plates is 7854 kilogram per meter cube. And then we know the width of the steel plates is 2 meter, and thickness of the steel plates is 0.5 centimeter, which is 5 times 10 to the power negative 3 meter. And specific heat was given as 0.434 kilojoule per kilogram times degree Celsius. And we know the final temperature is 820 degrees Celsius. The reason why I pick 820 degrees Celsius as the final temperature is because we're trying to determine the amount of rate of heat removed from the oil. If we pick the actual final temperature, which is the 51.1 degrees Celsius as the final temperature, therefore the value will be a negative. Okay, so we have to pick the higher value as the final temperature because we only need the magnitude of the rate of heat that was removed from the oil. Okay, so we have final temperature is 820 degrees Celsius. Initial temperature is 51.1 degrees Celsius. And then we know the velocity is given as 10 meter per minute. If we convert it to meter per second, it's about 1/6 meter per second. So now let's plug in back to the equation to determine the rate of heat removed from the oil. So we have Q dot R is equal to 7854 times 10 to the power of I forgot a unit. Sorry about that. So 7854 times kilogram per meter cube, and then times Wt, which is 2 meter, and then times 5 times 10 to the power of negative 3 meter, and then times V, which is 1/6 meter per second, and then times the specific. You know what? Let me move this space a little bit. It's kind of tight here. Okay, let's keep continue. Okay, so times 1/6 meter per second, and then times 0.434 kilojoule per kilogram times degrees Celsius, and then times the change in temperature, which is 10 degrees Celsius. I'm sorry, not 10 degrees Celsius. It's let me see, because the space kind of tight here. So 820 degrees Celsius minus 51.1 degrees Celsius is about 768.9 degrees Celsius. So therefore, we know the change in temperature is 768.9 degrees Celsius. So we multiply by 78.9 degree Celsius. And this will give us the rate of heat removed from the oil is about 4,368.2 kilowatts. And this is the answer for this question.